Hello and welcome back to the channel. This is Geese, and this is the summary of the round of 32 of Italian Soccer League, Italian Football League, Serie A. We will cover the following games: Milan against Udinese, Inter against Cagliari, Juventus against Lecce, and Atalanta against versus Bologna, Fiorentina versus Parma, and we will also cover the Il Derby della Capitale, Roma, the derby of the capital between Roma and Lazio. And we will end our video by talking in a brief about Napoli and Empoli. So, as you know, all of you know, thank you at the beginning. If you like my video, give me like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for all your words, for all your contribution. Whoever gave me like or subscribe or publish the video on other with his friends or family or any 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 page on the social media. So as you know, the round of 32 started on Friday, a game between Milan and Udinese. Milan won 4-0. The game was in Dacia Stadium, and unfortunately, it is very late for Milan to come back in the race for the top four. Milan played an ideal game and played very good football, and uh, the coach Sergio Conceição made some changes to his way and to the tactic, and Milan would be able to play to get a good result, but it is very late in terms of reaching to the uh, to the qualification of Champions League. The second game is Inter versus Cagliari. Inter won 3-1 against Cagliari. It was obvious that Inter wanted to save efforts and energy to his big battle against Bayern Munich in the UEFA Champions League. And actually, Inzaghi played it the right way. They scored two goals in the first half, then they received a goal in the beginning of the second half, and then after that, Inter scored the third goal through his defender, the German defender Bischek. And after that, Inter played on 3-1. He decreased the tempo, kept the ball, and Udinese was unable to. Sorry, Cagliari. I apologize for my mistake. Cagliari was unable to make uh, any opportunities or to create any immediate danger on Inter Milan. So that helped Inter to more secure the first spot in the league to continue as a leader. The third game was Juventus versus Lecce in Juventus Stadium, and actually Juventus won 2-1. And its game, if we took the first half with a lot of positives, there was the coming back of the grinta, of the spirit of Juventus through his new coach Igor Tudor. They will be able to score two goals. The second one was from Kenan Yildiz. It was very good goal, and everybody enjoyed the show of Juventus in the first half. In the second half, Juventus played more conservatively, and Lecce was be able to score a goal. But at the end, Juventus knowed how to secure the 3 points. The early game in the Sunday was Atalanta versus Bologna. And finally, Atalanta wins by 2-0. And actually, that goes to all the credit goes to Matteo Retegui. So Atalanta kept their hopes in playing the Champions League next year by this win on Bologna, and nothing new to say. Everybody hopes that Atalanta goes back to winning ways and be able to contribute to Champions League next year, especially after the departure of the expected departure of Gasparini, Giampiero Gasparini, at the end of this season in the summer. So the other game, not much to be mentioned about it. Fiorentina, it was goalless draw, 0-0. Fiorentina drawed with Parma. Parma played for the point, so they tried to always to keep the game far from any danger from Fiorentina. Fiorentina still thinking in the Conference League, so they did not push a lot to score a goal. And at the end, I think it was frustrating draw for Fiorentina, but Parma got what they wanted from the game. They are still in the battle of relegation, and I can say in very simple words that the draw was very fair result for both teams. I move now to the Derby della Capitale, the Roma's derby between Roma versus Lazio, or Lazio versus Roma, because the game was on Lazio home this time. So Lazio was the host team. In shortcut, it was a good derby, I can say, in the last 4 or 5 years. The first half, both teams played conservatively, but the second half was uh, was more interesting. I just wanna denounce what I said in the beginning of this. Lazio in the first half were dominating. They created a number of chances, and Svilar, the goalkeeper of Roma, were at his day, and he was focused. I think this goalkeeper will be have a very promising future, and I believe after Rakitic, the goalie of Serbian national team who plays for Al Ittihad in Saudi Russian League, I think Svilar will be the main goal for Serbian national team, and also I think Svilar will become one of the best goalkeeper in 5 or 6 years in the world, because he is a very good goalkeeper, and he know how to stand between the bars, and he has very good reaction toward the ball, and he played with a lot of passion. I saw that, I felt it. So all credit to Zvelar. So after that, after this first half, so the game draw tie at 1-1, but Lazio was the better side in the first half. Then in the beginning of the second half, they scored through a free kick through Alessio Romagnoli. Romagnoli hit the ball in his head and scored the first goal. After that, Roma started to, let's say, leave their conservative way of playing, and they started to attack, and they scored, I guess, through Matias Soule, the best goal of this week. No doubt about it. It was very spectacular goal, and I think Soleil could be also from the coming stars in the world of football and Serie A. I will end this video. Forgive me, sorry. I will end this video with Napoli. Napoli versus Empoli. Not much to be said. It was very obvious the differences, and that it showed you, this game showed you what is the difference between a team who is fighting Napoli for the title and a team who is struggling to stay in Serie A and in the battle of relegation. So, but in the beginning, of course, Empoli was more, I can say, they had more courage, you know. But at the end of the game, so Napoli will be able to win 3-0, and in total, at the end, Napoli dominated the game. They deserved the 3-0. with a spectacular performance from McTominay, the Scottish player. And at the end of this round 32 of Italian football league, Serie A, so Inter stayed in the lead, and after that, in the second rank is Napoli. The third stayed Atalanta, and Juventus has moved to the fourth spot, and the fifth now is Bologna. So at the end, it was very interesting. Around 32, we saw a lot of beautiful football. At the end, I thank you for listening to me. Great opportunity. Thank you for listening to me again. And if you like my video, give me the like thumb and please subscribe to my channel. That was everything for today. See you soon in the next video for the round of 33. Thank you and have a great day.